Hi folks, welcome to this video on mastering account management. My name is Simon Hazeldine and I'm a speaker, author, consultant and coach, and this is the fifth video in a series of videos sharing proven strategies for success that you can take and apply to your day-to-day role as account manager to achieve greater and greater levels of achievement. And in this video we're looking at one of the three account management success drivers, Toolset. Now, just to put this in context, you remember from the previous videos that there are three success drivers that if you have these in place, your success as an account manager is gonna be there for you. And they are the mindset is how you think and analyze and the perspective you take. There's the skill set that you need, the competencies to be able to achieve what you need to achieve. And in this video, we're going to look at the tool set, the templates and the tools that will allow you to capture and structure your thinking so that you can move forward to implement actions and make things happen. As we spoke about in the very first video, the role of the account manager creating profitable change. And the tool set will be one of the things that is going to help you to make that change happen and to make sure that you're able to implement things. And one of the most important tools that I think you can have is a really good, robust account plan. It can be called an account plan or a key account plan or an account development plan. But here are some of the component parts that I think make up a really good, high quality account plan. First of all, we need to have a section or an area where we can capture information that helps us to understand our customer. So a really good, robust customer profile. For example, an overview of the customer's organization. Maybe we have a PESTLE analysis. We cover this in one of the earlier videos. It's a sort of a strategic framework where we look at the various forces that are impacting our customer's organization: political, economic, social, technological, environmental and legal. These forces are impacting the customer's organization and either causing them challenges or creating opportunities. So very important to do one for the specific customer in the specific industry. Then, of course, a good old SWOT analysis. And with SWOT, one of the key things you have to get right is the perspective you're doing it from. And I would suggest that as part of your customer profile, your SWOT analysis needs to be done from the perspective of the customer. What are the customer's strengths versus their competitors and in their industries? What are your customers' weaknesses? What opportunities present themselves to the customer? And what threats will they need to be concerned about? Because you can help them to leverage their strengths, overcome their weaknesses, grab those opportunities and reduce the risks of the threat. And then also, what's your customer's strategy? Where are they now? Where do they want to get to? How are they planning on getting there? If you can find out that kind of information, you're going to have a really good insight, and sort of step one of understanding your customer will be achieved. And second part is we need to understand the people. So we need a people profile, stakeholder maps, relationship analysis, so we can have a handle on who are the key critical people and stakeholders inside the customer's organization that we need to know about so that we can build those long-term superior customer relationships with them. Then I think we need an insight on our customers, maybe who your key, on your key competitors, my apologies. Who are your key competitors, 2 or 3 most important competitors, and do some work of doing a SWOT analysis there. Now again, think about the perspective. Now we're thinking about your competitors' strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, and then your strengths, weaknesses and opportunities, threats of your organization. That's the perspective with this version of SWOT. So you can see how those two marry up, so how you might be able to use your strengths to combat your competitor in the account. I would say in terms of balance, I love the quote from Jeff Bezos, Amazon, who says, "We pay attention to our competitors competitors, but we are obsessed with our customers. Spend more time looking at your customer probably than your competition, because one of the ways to really succeed is to develop that deep, in-depth knowledge. So those will be 3 very important things. And then, of course, you have your account strategy. I call this M.O.S.T, your mission, what you want to achieve over the next 2, 3, 4 years, etc. with the customer. And then looking at your specific objectives. If you want to achieve X by year 3, what do you need to achieve by year 2? What do you need to achieve by year 1? Working backwards and putting those objectives. Then you have your strategies, your broad approaches and plans, and then the tactics, the specific meetings and activity that will take place. And in subsequent videos we're going to go into a bit more detail in each of those kind of areas, looking at understand the customer, understand the people, etc., and looking at that M.O.S.T plan, that most strategic account plan, in a little bit more detail. And then, of course, you could have a whole host of other possible templates, such as value proposition templates, strategic bridges, frameworks, all of those sort of things supporting them. And those can be really helpful and useful. But if you have the main ones in place first, that's going to be most of the work done for you. And if you need any more resources or any more help to help you in your role, please feel free. Why don't you take a look at my blog, simonhazeldine.com/blog on my website. A lot of great articles, informative articles there you might find useful. And if you'd like to subscribe to my More Sales, More Often, More Margin newsletter, you'll get regular updates and useful information sent to you, and it would be wonderful to connect on LinkedIn. Let's get connected. Either use that code on the screen to connect to my LinkedIn profile, send me an invitation, or track me down on LinkedIn. It will be absolutely wonderful to be connected with you so we can continue our conversation. And the very last thing for me to say is just to wish you all the best luck, good luck, and good account management. If you have any questions or I can be of any assistance to you in any way, feel free, reach out. I would love to hear from you. So until the next video, work hard and achieve success.